Visa and Mastercard are always there when there is a new technology, and I want to continue this topic. For example, Mastercard launched Agent Pay for machines this month, and in this flow, AI basically initiates and completes the payments without human involved in the whole process. What do you think? What actually changed for payment stack when there is no person in the flow and only machines complete the transactions? What would change at Rapyd stack, for example, if you could give me the flow?
I think this is actually a problem that we've been dealing with, interestingly, internally, right? And the topic is RBAC, or role-based access control. Who has the right to access some information? Who has the right to write information, not only read information, right? So
Yes.
that's actually very internal type of pinpoint, because it is, you have many different people across different jurisdictions with different responsibilities that you need to, govern, for lack of a better word. So the learnings we've had in our own internal governance of, data and data privacy is something that's very directly applicable, I think, to the world of agentic payment, because which agent exactly is going to be allowed to do what, okay? And what if there is something going wrong, which likely will, right? It's business. Things go
Yes.
wrong in business from time to time.
Yes.
So what happens then? So I think that the governance around, this entire space of agentic payments is going to be the main driver, and this is how we're adapting and preparing for it based on our own internal learnings.
All right. And if we talk about topic of governance, MiCA's transactional period ended actually 2 days
Indeed,
ago
yeah.
on July 1st. Yeah, and it seems like some of the numbers that I read on the market, like about 1,200 platforms were operating under temporary registration in Europe. Only around 210 got full authorization. So what actually happens to all platforms that didn't make it, in your opinion?
Silence, right? Like we've
So-
seen. So there's a lot of different, use cases. The more mature had a very clear and robust plan in place, though they're in a queue, right? They've been applying for effectively CASPA registration or regulation and licensing in, robust
yeah.
jurisdictions. It's a question of when, not if, and if there is a very clear direction of travel in terms of how those players have prepared themselves. We tend to go along with that, because you want to be supportive of business, and it needs to be something robust and credible, right, as a direction of travel to get the right licensing. Yeah, it's just that you're dealing with government institutions or central banks that typically are slower, let alone during the
Yeah.
summer months in Europe.
Yeah.
So that's one. To the other extreme, where people who are like, as always in industry, like, silence, no real vision. In which case, you're gonna tell them, go and do your homework and come back when you're more ready. Okay,
Yeah.
and in some cases something in between, but primarily it's those two extremes, right? We've seen little in between, very disruptive, because all of a sudden it's like real serious consequences. It's not like you can wing a regulatory setup. It doesn't matter that you are in the world of the blockchain versus the fiat world. It's still regulation. In fact, the two worlds are very much coming together, right? So yeah, interesting times indeed. Like a few days ago, that was showtime. Yeah.